What's up, family? Welcome back to the On Game Podcast. Marcus Benjamin here, representing for Rivals.com, and I'm with my girl, Cass C2 Clayton, and
Yo, what's
we're
going on, Benjamin?
game. What's up, C2? It felt like it's been
I
a
thought
minute.
I was just about to say the same thing. Like it has been a minute actually. It doesn't feel like it has been a minute.
Yeah, it is, and a lot has gone down. And you see me with the U on representing.
I
I usually
see
don't represent
you.
because that's not
Yeah.
really what us journalists do. We're supposed to be like not partial or unbiased, but hey, today it is what it is. I'm all representing about the U today
Trust.
and forever because our boys are in the national championship game. I'm
Ah,
just
say that again. Can you say that again, Benjamin?
the Miami Hurricanes football team is in the national championship game. Wow. Like it's really amazing. It's an amazing run going on. I'm glad I'm here to witness it, just be close to it. Damn near every game I've been to. You've been on the road. You was at
Wow.
College Station. You were in Dallas as well. It's just been an amazing run for this team, for the city, for those kids, for the coaches, for those parents. Everybody here in South Florida is enjoying this Miami Hurricanes run. From your
I
perspective, like what really is standing out the most to you about the Miami Hurricanes in the national championship?
First and foremost, no one thought that Miami would be playing at home on Monday.
Yeah,
I mean, people thought that maybe, especially with the whole playoff thing and them not barely making it in the playoffs, I thought it was a wrap for them for a second, but it worked out for them. Now,
yeah,
Benjamin, you and I, we've been covering the team for forever. We were there in the spring
yes,
in January when the team first started, literally last year around the same time, right? So we saw everything from the beginning to now.
yeah,
When Carson Beck just touched down, when we were getting all these transfers, we got CJ, like literally from the beginning. So to see that transformation from January to this January, it's like wow. And Cristobal actually made me realize that the other day when he was talking about how everyone came in January and this team has been playing with each other since then. But the crazy part is just honestly to me, I've been with the team throughout the entire year. I did I did say that they would make it deep in the playoffs. I did say that they would make it far. I thought they were going to lose one game. They ended up
mhm,
losing two this season. And I'm like, yo. But at the same time, it's been a beautiful thing. I am so,
yeah,
so proud of my nephews and seeing them go from the beginning to the end. And I'm proud of Mario Cristobal. I mean,
sure,
from last year, winning 10 games and having Cam Ward and to no defense to having a whole entire team, a defensive team. Defense win championships to me.
yeah,
So having a offense and a defense and an entire team like going this far, it just means so much to me. So I'm very clamped right now. Like I'm really like so happy that my nephews, aka the players, and the team are playing in a national championship at home. So
yeah.
yeah, man, it's just thinking about all of that just blows my mind.
It is. It's a surreal moment for me. Every time I think about it, I'm just like, wow, I can't believe they're
Yeah,
in the
you were
championship.
there.
I
You
cannot.
witnessed it as well.
It feels like a dream. It really does feel like a
Honest,
dream.
honestly, Benjamin, you've been covering the team like even before the high school players were when they committed to the actual team.
Yeah,
You were on top of that. You broke the news. Now look at some of the big time players that you broke news of just committing to Miami now doing big things in the game. Um,
yeah,
Bryce Bryce Fitzgerald has been amazing. Malachi Tony
yeah,
has been amazing. Like these are
yeah.
freshmen coming in and balling. So shout out to you, man.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, just watching players like Ruben Bain, like I've been covering him since he was a freshman at Miami Central Wesley Basaint, same deal. Since he was a freshman at Miami Central, to see these guys play at a really high level, I was followed Francis Malinois's recruitment all through his senior year. To see him commit to Miami and to stay with the program, that's the other thing too. A lot of these kids are staying with the program. Not naturally, a lot of kids did transfer out, a
Hmm.
lot of kids transferred in, but there's some kids on this team that have been with Mario Cristobal from the jump. So it says a lot about what Mario Cristobal has built. When he first started, they were 5-7, Cass, and then 7-5.
Five.
Last year,
Yep.
10 wins. This year, 13 wins is what they're at right now, something like that.
But
I mean,
you notice every year he has progressed.
yeah.
And
So
that's what you want out of a head coach, right?
for sure, that definitely props to him and just building this program up. And we had our doubts, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. We had our doubts throughout the season.
Woo!
We had our doubts in spring because Carson Beck couldn't throw a football. He was out there
Yeah.
throwing tennis balls around. And I'm like,
But
bro,
I don't think we really did not see Carson really throw like that in the spring. So we didn't know if he was ready for the actual season after his injury. Like everything was still questionable, but when we saw the Notre Dame game, we were like, all right, Carson back. He can play. Like
yeah,
he's able to use his arm. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um, I mean,
absolutely.
fast. Go ahead.
I was gonna say absolutely, and he was able to use his legs to score that last touchdown against
Oh
Ole
my
Miss.
gosh, I cried. We'll talk
Just
about that later. We'll talk about
oh, okay,
that later.
okay. I ain't know if you
But
want
yeah,
to right now.
so I definitely want to, it definitely took me back to January of last year, just thinking about the team. But over the past few weeks, I have been at college playoff games. I have been at Texas A&M. That was nuts. The atmosphere was crazy. I also was at Jerry's World watching the game against Ohio State. That was
How
crazy
was
as
that?
well.
How was
That
that?
was, you know what? That was interesting. And if I'm being honest with you, I did not think that the game would go the way they did, but I'm happy that it did. Shout out to Keontae Scott for that pick six. Really
What?
changed the whole entire game. They really needed that, and that's
I ain't
that's
gonna
what
lie
that's
to
what I
you.
mean.
When
Yeah,
that play happened, I jumped so high. I ain't think I jumped that
really.
high since I was like 16. I swear to God, I jumped so high. A girl that I was with, she was like, "Oh, you scared the shit out of me."
No,
I
man.
was like, I was going crazy when that thing happened.
Yeah, I talked to Keontae like right after he got hurt, and he was telling me that he was really heavy into like recovering. So I'm like, I'm asking him like, what's the recovery time? He's like, I'm doing everything I could to get back. And then when I found out he was coming back and he balled the way he did, the amount of excitement that I had for Keontae was crazy. He's been balling, bro. Keontae's been
Yeah,
balling. He's been balling. So shout out to him. But the Ohio State game was I to be honest, I think the Texas A&M game, it was two different type of games. First of all, obviously, no one could score at Texas A&M. That was
yeah.
just like I was like, what is going on?
That
Like
was a
it was
frustrating
like
game.
3-3. Yeah, it was very frustrating watching that, and it just was a matter of time. And think, you know what I'm saying? Thank God for baby Jesus for scoring and getting Miami on the scoreboard. But at the same time, the crowd at Texas A&M, I think the last time I was there versus Miami was 2017 when they played in College Station. The game was so different. They had the cannons going, they had the crowd going. Texas A&M crowd goes.
Yeah,
Uh, but they were like way way rockier in 2017 than they were. Like the cannon only went off one time. So the game wasn't going their way. So College Station wasn't really doing what they usually would do in that low scoring game. But I mean, it is what it is. Miami came up with the W, and
yeah.
then Ohio State. I was a little questionable. You know what was crazy? I talked to some of the alums, And I was asking him like, "How do you think the games?" So I asked Clinton Portis, Mac. I asked uh, Andre Johnson. Who else? Warren Sapp. And I talked to DJ Williams for a little bit too. And I was just asking like the guys, like, hey, like, how do you think the game's gonna look? They just wanted a W. They don't care if it was the score was 3-2. They wanted Miami to get the W. But what I did realize, and I realized from a lot of the fans aspect, they didn't have a lot of confidence in Carson Beck.
Mm,
Um, I think they were listening to a lot of the Georgia fans talk about how he played at Georgia at that time. So I don't know, but Carson Beck came through, and Ohio State was a good win for them.
yeah.
And yeah, Ole Miss.
Yeah,
Did you watch the Ohio State game? How was that?
of course I did. I was actually in Orlando
Very
because I
important.
was in Orlando for the All America, the Under Armour All America game practice and media day. I actually didn't stay for the actual game, but I was
Mm-hmm.
there for New Year's. So we went to City Walk in Universal. So we just
Oh, that's
chilled.
lit.
Yeah, we was out there, and there was a lot of Hurricanes fans in this bar that we were at. So watched it there. I was, I was surprised. I ain't gonna lie, because before the game, I was talking to Manny Navarro and Chris Stock, who were at that media day at the UA All America game. And those guys. Those guys are pessimistic as fuck. They are not. Though obviously they're guys who covered the team for years,
Yeah.
longer than we have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So getting their opinion was interesting because Chris Stock was like, "Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it's gonna happen." But Manny Navarro was like, "Yeah, I think they're actually gonna win." And I was like, hearing that from Manny, I was just like, "Okay, well,
I'm
maybe."
surprised. Manny
Yeah,
said, I'm
Manny's
surprised.
usually very pessimistic.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not
yeah.
really so much gung ho on the Hurricanes based on what he's seen over the years.
Hmm.
So the fact that he said that, because my opinion feels like it's biased. It's like, oh, I'm just thinking like a homer, just like this upcoming game. I'm just like, is Indiana really that good? We'll get into that a little later,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, is Ohio State really that good? Because they only beat Texas and Texas. That's the only really big win that they had. And Texas
Yeah.
is a team that lost to Florida. Miami blew the doors
Blew
off.
them out. Yeah.
So
And that
like,
was my thing. They didn't really play anyone what I feel like they really BTA uh um a actual like team that they play on their schedule. Like I just didn't feel like they did that. So I was just eh, I thought it was going to be a different game, but I had Ohio State winning by a little bit.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you as well. I thought Ohio State was gonna win by a close margin. I'm so glad we were both wrong on that.
Me too.
Because I was like, okay, we making it to the next round. And then when I seen that we playing Ole Miss and not Georgia, I was like, they could beat
I
them
was more
too.
confident. Let's
I
get
was
into
more,
the Ole Miss game.
yeah, I was more confident in that as well. That game to me was just a really great college football game to watch.
Before we do that, because I want to bring something up. It was a huge story. And you also recruited him out of high school, Jeremiah Smith, that played at Ohio State. He does play at Ohio State. But just hearing him talk about how Miami recruited him and him being slim pickings to going to Miami, like what was going through your mind throughout that time when knowing that you were a part of that process?
Yeah, I mean, it made me feel that if Miami was like how they are now, he would be a Miami Hurricane right now.
Mhm.
You know, I feel like he always kind of wanted to stay down here at Miami, but it's like you can't blame him given the track record that Ohio State had, his relationship that he had with Brian
The
Hartline.
Heartline. Hmm.
So like I don't really blame him too much, but I feel like if Miami was as successful as they are now, I don't think he goes to Ohio State at all. I think he stays down here to the crib and really just represents for the crib, just like how Malachi Tony is. Because what Malachi Tony is doing right now is not only just balling like a dog, like he is as a freshman, just turned 18, just can now play the lottery and vote. Just became all of that. An official adult in Florida that you can win at Miami. And I think a lot of these players who come out of South Florida believe believe that, oh, Miami's never going to win, or Miami's never going to get back to where they were. So what Malachi Tony is doing is really showing that, hey, he's
It
defying
can
all
happen.
odds. He's been
Hmm.
balling for the most part as a 17-year-old. G, he's originally from Chicago, but he feels like he's just
Mark
kind of
had
a
a
Florida.
game.
Yeah, and then just to
Mark
see those.
Fletcher. I'm sorry, bro, but I'm
Yeah,
looking at
well,
these and Mark Fletcher. Oh my.
yeah, season for Mark Fletcher. Everybody was saying, "Hey, let's give the rock more to Gerard Pringle," but I don't know what switched for him, or maybe he's finally fully healthy. But it couldn't happen to a better kid too. Like the kid is just
He's
such
such a
a
great kid.
the
Such a
nicest did at the end there until
until
like it
later.
came out
Yeah.
later. Like that's the gym, because it was Carson Beck's moment. It was Carson Beck's opportunity to show that he can lead a team to victory. I don't think he quite did that really. He threw a pick to Malachi Tony because if you watch that play, Malachi Tony is open in the middle for a little bit, but if he threw it there, it probably would have been
We
another
got
interception.
touchdown.
But
Hmm.
he kind he hesitated a little bit, and he of course ran it in. I mean, I would have to ask Coach Dawson to really see if that was the exact same play, but it seemed
Play.
like the same play to me. Yeah, just Beck just made the
Wow.
right decision this time.
Well, you saw my reaction video. Like that play, I was
What
just
was your thoughts and feelings of that?
man. It was such like a nail biter game. I mean, it really came to that last drive. I'm with you. Like that drive really made a difference. Shout out to Malachi Tony also too for scoring, but this Ole Miss game, like it really had me on my toes the entire time. But I mean, I felt like this game needed to go the way that it did for Carson to kind of prove. Because all week on my TikTok, Georgia fans, I'm like, oh, Carson's going to
Yeah,
choke. He's not this. He's going to throw 4 interceptions. Da, 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 da. And Carson proved them wrong. And not to say that
yeah,
he
it was.
was, looking to do that, but I feel like that was needed. No matter what, like, if they win this game or not, like Carson proved that he can play in big time games. And maybe it wasn't Georgia. It was, and I said maybe it wasn't Carson Beck. It was Georgia. You know what I mean? So it's like, I was just really happy for Carson, especially for him having his success now at Miami, with everything that he went through at Georgia. So for him to run that touchdown in, and at that pivotal time for his team, I mean that was just perfect for Carson. So I was just extremely happy. Yeah, if we can get that, I was extremely happy for Carson. Seriously.
Yeah, yeah. Carson Beck, also a player I've been following since his senior year in high school. That put Mandarin on the map as far as a high school football team down here in Florida.
Oh wow.
Um, so I watched him there. He won a state championship against Columbus, coincidentally. Um, and then I saw the talent. I was like, wow. I remember watching it. I was working for footballhotbed.com
Mm-hmm.
at the time, and I remember being on the sideline with our guy Brandon, And I remember he made this one throw, and we both looked at each other like, "Whoa, this guy's legit." So I've been kind of waiting to see, like at Georgia, like when are we going to see this? Because he sat for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He sat behind Stetson Bennett and others. But he got his opportunity. He played pretty well at Georgia. It was just that
That last season
he
really,
was making a
yeah.
lot of bad decisions, I would say. Yeah. So, and then this season, playing pretty much conservative for the most part. Like I said, he didn't really have a moment where you felt like, okay, he won the game for the Canes because they weren't in a lot of close games. And in fact, you could more so say, hey, he lost the game
Yeah.
against Louisville, or he lost the game against SMU. But after that, it seemed like he kind of clicked and turned it on, as well as the rest of the team, and
Mm-hmm.
it really clicked on that last drive where the Canes, and Beck really kind of showed that he, is was worth the money. You feel me?
Nah, that
So
four that
I'm just
hey
gonna play
that
this
hey, I'm
last
not gonna
drive,
hold you.
see if
Nah, it was worth that four. I don't know, it's 4 point
yeah,
something, but hey, every penny was worth. But oh my gosh, that touchdown, boy. Oh my gosh. Let's get into college. Let's get into the big game,
yeah,
man. It's coming up. It's been a
yeah,
crazy week or
sure.
so since they beat
Indiana.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, I'm still bathing in it, breathing it, eating it, feeling it. But yeah, big game, the biggest game of the year, college football wise, against Indiana, against the hometown kid, Fernando Mendoza, against a player that Miami did not recruit at all. He gets an
Stop.
opportunity to beat his hometown. It's so storybook. The whole,
Yeah, it is.
there goes that
It
play where he
is.
runs it in. Yeah, it's such a storybook type of
But
story because
word on the street.
yeah,
Look
he
at
gets
that. Look at that, Carson. Word on the street. Indiana's gonna BTA like how they did Oregon, which was crazy to me. How
yeah,
lopsided that game was. I did not like that. But a lot of people don't want Miami to win this, and they say IU is coming to put built to body to Miami in their hometown. Um, that's not gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. But what is ironic to me, a coach like Coach Cristobal being from Miami. I mean, not but playing in Miami, also playing with Fernando Mendoza's father back in the day. So they played together.
yeah,
Did not recruit his son. I mean, well, Miami did not look for him at all. But him and his brother are from. They played at Columbus. They are from here. Um, from what I'm hearing, when I went to I went to the Heisman and I did a lot of research on um, Fernando. He was a work ethic type person. He didn't come out the moon being this type of quarterback. He had to work for what he does now, and he really came out the mud with it. So it is a success story for him too. Like not starting at Columbus. His brother's pretty good as well. Him to be able to come out and be the starter at Columbus is
feels like I'm losing you a little bit, Cass. Um, but yeah, just a great story. Fernando Mendoza, C2, was there at the Heisman Trophy presentation. A monumental moment for his South Florida recruits, a monumental moment for Columbus High School, the Mendozas. Just a great moment for him, and just for him to actually be playing against the Miami Hurricanes in the championship game is just absolutely crazy. Um, and I think that um, it should be a great game. I don't believe that it's going to be a PTA. Um, I think Oregon and Alabama are overrated teams that Indiana blew out. I think Indiana is going to be facing his toughest test, and they have a common opponent in Ohio State. Miami beat Ohio State by 10. Indiana was lucky to beat Ohio State by a field goal.
Yep.
That alone makes me feel like Miami definitely has a chance. It's going to keep it close. What worries me though is at the end of that Ole Miss game, you saw OJ go down. You saw Xavier Lucas have a targeting call, so he's out for the first half. Damari Brown didn't play in that game. Jabari Antoine was in that game for the last drive against Ole Miss, the true freshman. So I'm worried about that defensive backfield.
I
And
think they'll be fine. I think the guys are coming back. I feel like Damari's going to be back because he didn't play. He didn't play. So I don't think that that's too much of a worry. Again, it is Mario Cristobal. He said everybody should be fine, but
yeah, I
at the
believe
same
it though.
time, yeah, I know. But at the same time, it's a national championship, bro.
Yeah, ain't no game after this.
Yeah, that's it. 1-0. This is the last 1-0.
Last one and oh. Got to make this one count for
No,
real.
seriously, seriously. So.
I certainly hope they win, but if they lose, it's still a successful season.
Mm,
But if you come this far, you might as well win the game, right?
yeah, no, it will be, bro, history. You're winning the national championship game. First of all, they haven't won in 20 something years.
Yeah,
Second of all, um, it's in Miami.
yeah,
Like it's just like perfect. It's just a perfect setup for Miami. If they win this game, like the city is turning up all the way.
yeah. This
I
is
know
it's,
I am.
they're
I
on
know
fire.
I am. What are you gonna do when after Miami wins?
I tell you what, like if we're not together, just check up on me though.
Ah!
Just check up on me to make sure I'm okay. I'm not like somewhere on the street, passed out like that, because I'm gonna be turned all the way up, all the way up. I was already turned up for the last
Oh,
game, to be
mess.
honest with
Yeah. Yeah.
you.
No.
Last game, I was messed up. But
No,
this,
I feel it.
if this happens, like maybe I don't know, man. Like I'm still just trying to see if I can get into the game.
Yeah.
Maybe I can. If I'm not, then I'm gonna be 100% a fan, yelling and screaming at the TV. If I was at the stadium, I wouldn't be doing that so much. So, so yeah, I guess there's a silver lining there. But if they win, it'll be crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna act a fool and just check up on your boy. You know how Rod Wave say check up on your friends.
I got you.
Check up on your friends, make sure they okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you a video from the field after Miami win, man. It's gonna be nuts. I might be like balling, bro. Like I can't believe like Miami won a championship in my lifetime.
Yeah, no. I ain't gonna lie
My
to you.
adult lifetime.
I saw you on TV after the Texas A&M game, and I was like, "Damn, I should have been out there." And I seen all my peoples out there. I seen the
Yeah.
twin. I seen the 305 twins out there. I seen my boy Robeson out there. All my peoples out there on the field afterwards. I was like, "Damn, I was supposed to be out there. I should be out there."
Nah, that was
Yeah,
huge. That was like the first big like win, like hump. You know what I mean? A lot of people
yeah,
were questionable about Texas A&M too, especially playing at College Station. So for them to win that game, especially how the game went, it was like, ooh, a huge sigh of relief. Like it was huge. So yeah, you
yeah.
definitely should have been in that game, Benjamin.
I should have been. I should have
Should
been.
have been there.
Yeah,
But I mean, honestly, man, it's been beautiful. The entire journey has just been like, wow. Like this is one of the things in within my career. Like I would never forget this year. You understand? Like I would never forget this journey. Just everything that the Miami Hurricanes have done this year. The players,
yeah,
the excitement of me seeing Carson Beck run that touchdown in, like
yeah,
yo,
yeah,
it was just everything, man. And I'm just so blessed to even cover the team, be
yeah.
around the guys, interact with them, even like the staff. Like after what game was that? Was that Ohio State game or was that Texas A&M? I think that was. I'm not sure, but I walked up to Coach Heatherman. I think it was Texas A&M. I walked up to Coach Heatherman like, "Yo, Coach, I just want to give you your props." He was just like shaking his head like, "Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am." I'm like, "Yo, Coach, like good ass game, Coach." Like I was like, "Yo." defense had a good ass game. So shout out to Coach Heatherman, man, really turning that defense around this year. Shout out to Cam Moore for coming out to the game against Ole Miss. Yeah,
For
that was
sure.
crazy. Yeah, it finally came out. His season is over now. All the alums, Michael Irvin,
Yeah.
being at every single game, being such a pivotal a part of the guys performing and just moral support. All of the, I see Edrin and Andre John. I see all them boys like all the time.
Yeah.
So like I know it's real and I know how excited they must be, seeing that their former team in the national championship. They don't find out if they got tickets until like tomorrow, I think. So I
Okay.
know they're still like on the edge of their seat for alums. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's just been a lot. It's been a lot, but it's been great.
Yeah, it's been a magical run. It's been a magical run, and it's a magical run that we didn't even see coming. I thought this team should be a playoff team. I'm
Me
not
too.
gonna lie to you. Before the season started, I said this team should make the playoffs with the talent that they got.
I didn't think they'll make it
But
this.
then there was doubt that we were even going to even make the playoffs. They were saying Notre Dame is a better team. So like even just how they even got into the playoffs was seemed like it was a miracle.
That was bull though, cause like a team like Alabama, I don't think they should have been in there. I don't think
Mm.
Alabama should have been.
Yeah, I was okay with Alabama being in there. Oklahoma to me, I felt like
Oh, really?
yeah, I wasn't big on Oklahoma being
I think
in.
I think Alabama was in there for their name.
Yeah, they beat some teams, but we all see that the SEC not as good. That they ain't the big bad ACC that they once were. Right now, I mean, Miami is holding the torch for an ACC
I was
that
just
we
gonna
didn't
ask you
even allow them to be in a championship game.
exactly, but it
So
worked out though. It worked out. Look,
it definitely worked out. The
because I
Canes
remember.
been on the road too. Like Cristobal made a point the other day. Like the Canes been on the road for like how many straight games? Four straight
Four.
games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now they coming back home. They still the visitor though, which is weird.
It's kind of weird, but from
Yeah,
what I'm hearing, they're still gonna have the same locker room they usually use.
yeah,
I think they're gonna run out of a different tunnel, which would be different. Um, yeah, it'll be a little different, but at the same time, what I really want to know is how many Miami fans are there going to be there versus Indiana fans? Because Indiana showed out against Oregon and Atlanta.
yeah. I think it's gonna probably be 50-50 to be
You
honest.
think so? I hope
Maybe
so.
maybe 60-40 in Miami.
Yeah, because I know Indiana, they got that money, but in Miami, we got that money too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
We
those
we
ticket
got that
prices
guap
were
too.
high as hell, boy. They were so
Yeah,
high.
yeah,
3,500 a pop
yeah. That's
for
crazy.
nosebleeds. National
Yeah,
champion. I never experienced anything like that in my life.
yeah. They're about to be some people kicked out of their apartment or house or something like that just because they want to go to the damn game because that's a lot of money be forking out, or tapping into little juniors college fund just to go to
Right.
the damn game, man. Because that's crazy. I love the Hurricanes and I've been watching this team like pretty much every season since '89.
Yeah.
But that's a little too rich for my blood to go to
Nah,
that
for
game.
sure. Like I heard a suite was $1.1 million for 18 people.
Oh Lord.
And I heard somewhere 300,000. Like suites are starting at $300,000.
Oh Lord, that's crazy.
Yeah.
See, one day me and you see too, well, we're gonna be so big that that's gonna be nothing to us. That's gonna be chump change for us.
Like let's hop on a PJ and go to the game. I got a suite. We got a suite.
Yeah,
Nothing. It's nothing.
yeah,
Yeah, one of our PJs. We both have one. So
for sure, for
yeah.
sure.
Any last words or anything that you done?
Hey,
Any
hey,
last words
we need
about?
a we need a prediction, man.
Oh
What's your
my gosh! Yes, we
what's your
do.
final score prediction? Is it
Oh my
gonna
gosh!
be Fernando Mendoza, the hometown kid beats the hometown team, or do the Canes win their sixth ring?
Do you know how many South Florida kids that will be playing in this? Over 50 South Florida kids that will be playing in this championship. That just says so much about South Florida
It
and
does.
athletes that come out of here. Um, Miami's gonna pull it off, man. They have to. Miami's gonna pull it off. It's going to be a tight game. They really have to disrupt Fernando in order for this to work. They are very well disciplined team. The execution of from IU is on point. Um, they scheme really, really well against other teams.
They
Like,
do.
bro,
They're a really good team.
they
They're
are. I'm
like
not gonna hold you. They are.
they're a
They
really
are.
good team, and they old too. They a bunch of veterans. I seen
Yes.
some the other day. Like most of
Yes.
them, like 24 to 25, something like that. So playing against some grown men's
Yes. They
out
they and they look old too at the highest, man. Fernando had some of his own linemen there, some of his teammates there, and I'm like, are these college kids? These look like grown ass men.
there. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, they are a veteran team. They're very well coached. They're very disciplined, and they execute. This is not going to be an easy win at all. But I, deep down in my heart, feel that Miami can definitely pull it off.
Hold on. I'm gonna write down my score. Let me see if
Okay.
my score is the same as yours. All right,
Okay.
go ahead. Wait, hold on. Let me go. All right. All right. Okay,
It
what you
might
got?
come down to Carter. It might come down to Carter.
Okay, what you got?
I got 23-20 Miami.
23-20 Miami. That's close. That's close. What I got? I got the same margin. I don't know if you can see it. Wait, let me.
What?
I got
27-24 Canes.
27-24.
All right.
Canes, baby.
All right.
That's
We'll
what I
see.
got.
We'll see.
Carter Davis with a last second field goal to win it, baby. That's what I
Let's
got.
do it. Might come down to Carter Davis, man.
Let's
Oh
do
man,
it.
I can't wait. Monday can't get here
Son.
fast enough, man. But
Ooh, son, I
um,
don't think I'll be able to sleep on Sunday night.
I know. But listen. We have to double back on this. We have to double back on this next week after the game. Conclude with the Miami season. Whatever the outcome is, we're gonna have to double on it.
Circle back, talk about it again here on
Yeah.
On Game
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah. On game podcast, man. Benjamin, it's lit. It's All right, man. It's been
All
good.
right.
Monday, January 19th, 7:30. The Miami Hurricanes are taking on Indiana University for the national championship college football. It's going to be a huge game. Tickets are sold out. Tickets are sold out, people.
Yeah.
You have to have a ticket in order to tailgate at the Hard Rock. So, I mean, y'all might as well just make your own watch party. Don't plan the tailgate. It's going to be
I
crazy in
see
Miami Gardens.
they charging like $700 for somebody to
Yeah,
just come to the parking lot.
yeah,
That's crazy. I never heard nothing like that in my life.
yeah.
Because I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, I could probably just show up, party with my, some
Uh-uh.
people that I know out there,
It's
chill
like the
with my
Super Bowl. It's like the Super Bowl,
Kappa
man.
Kane, all them
Mm-mm.
boys.
They're not playing the rodeo. Listen, these people are making every last bit of dollar they can. They're making so much money off this game. It's crazy.
Crazy. Miami
Yeah.
banking too, man. Miami is banking seriously.
What? They made mad money in the past few weeks.
Yeah, and that's gonna go all up NIL. So, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Nobody wants to say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it because of
Say it.
that. Because of the money that they got and the success they got. The U's back though. The U's back.
Hell yeah. The
The
U is
U's back.
back. What took you so
Win
long
or
to say
lose,
that, Benjamin?
win or lose, the U is back. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere.
I ain't gonna lie,
Not
cause
with the talent that's down here. Not with the talent that's down here. All
this
those
ball
top
going
top receivers
crazy.
like Brandon Dennis and Jeremiah Smith, they ain't gonna stay here because they want to do it for the crib like Malachi Tony. The U is back.
The U is back, man.
Win or lose, the U is back.
Hell yeah, man. It's gonna be one. It's gonna be one to remember, man. I'm glad
Yeah.
you said that, Benjamin. Listen, we'll be back next week. after the game for sure.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a good one. But yeah,
sure.
Benjamin, listen, man, we can't keep being away this long. We'll be back though next week. We'll be
We'll be
back though
back
next
next
week.
week.
We appreciate y'all. Y'all drop y'all score predictions for the game below.
Yep.
But yeah, it's gonna be a real good one, man. I'll see you next week, Benjamin.
All right. See you then.